Hi, my name is Saifullah, or you can call me Saif. This is Project SAD Exotics. SAD is S-A-H-D. It stands for Stay at Home Dad, which I am not. But that is a dream of mine, to be able to stay at home with my kids. Preferably on something like a homestead. Then I don't necessarily believe that the reptiles are going to get me to that point. Hard work and strategic planning may get me there. But I'm just here and I would like to show off my very small reptile room. I don't have a lot of animals. I'm not a big rich YouTuber guy or anything like that. But up here, these cages currently are empty. I don't know if you can see them. So I have currently 3 stacks of enclosures. This one here next to me is also empty, and as you can see, it's missing a pane of glass because I got a little reckless while stacking it and shattered a glass door. So the replacements are on the way. These enclosures are going to be housing some very, very special snakes, and I can introduce you to those after they've arrived. And down here at this second level are my Boiga cyanea, the green cat snakes. These are some very uniquely patterned and colored cyanea. As many of you may know, Boiga cyanea typically has no pattern and they become a solid green over time. These animals have green with splotches of yellow and some dark, almost black patterning going along their backs. So very unique looking animals. And then down here at the lower tier are my Vietnamese blue beauty rat snakes. These are an unrelated pair from DM Exotics. So if you head over to his channel, you can see his adult breeders. If I'm not mistaken, a lot of them are EU line. So they were European imports at one point, just based on tracking back his older videos. Down here in this white enclosure are my Kimberly rock monitors, and this is just an introduction video, so I'll be showing off a little bit of everybody. Thank you for watching. So this is my female Boiga cyanea from Dan Maliri at DM Exotics. Common name is the green cat snake. I'm wearing gloves because these guys can be a little bitey, and I'm not quite confident yet with handling these. It's a little bit of a trip to get her out. They are a rear fang venomous snake. Venom is very mild. I don't believe anybody has ever died from these, but I imagine if you were allergic, you could be reactive. I don't know if you can tell, she's got a bit of a blue chin on her. She's got some very, very beautiful cat-like eyes. I don't know if I can get her on the camera very good. It's a very, very cool snake. But I don't want to stress her out too much, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get her back inside of her enclosure. This here is my male Boiga cyanea, also from Dan Maliri. This pair has some very unusual coloration for the Cyanea. They are not your solid green cat snakes. They have quite a bit of yellow and some very nice patterning going on. Both have blue chins, which, you know, Cyanea can display some blue chins, but I'm not sure what's going on, if this is a locality thing or you know, I think Dan had speculated in one of his videos that perhaps this isn't truly Cyanea. So it's part of why I'm a little nervous and taking a little extra cautious wearing gloves. I don't know that any of the Boiga are deadly, but I don't know how I'm going to react to an envenomation. But with these being a rear fang venomous snake, it's very hard mechanically for them to actually envenomate you. You know, it's not a very effective or efficient way of envenomation. So the venom gland or the fang should be located under or behind the eyes. Here I've got Orthriophis tenuis calicianus, the Vietnamese blue beauty rat snake. He's not too happy with me right now. I don't know if you can see, he's partially gaping. He was. He's not too pleased to be out of his enclosure. So we're not going to keep him out very long. But this is from a very high blue line that DM Exotics possesses. I managed to get an unrelated pair of these from Dan Mallory. They are not venomous. I'm still wearing a glove because I don't like getting bit. That doesn't appeal to me to get bit. But from what I understand, this species here can calm down over time. So they can actually become much more handleable, but they are also known to be somewhat cantankerous. I don't know if you can see, he's rattling his tail. So we're gonna go ahead and get him back. I don't like to stress out the animals too much. And this here is a female counterpart in our pair. Very active snakes. So she is one of the favorites of my wife and I. She is always out exploring and just looking around. You can get a load of that. That is a lot of blue on this animal. And as I understand it, these will actually become more blue as they mature. So these are yearling animals and just already very, very stunning animals. She's also starting to rattle. But she is also our most outgoing snake right now. Very, very fun to watch. So this here, his name is Jamie. He is one of my breeder male Kimberly rock monitors. These guys don't get real big. As you can see, no gloves. I have never had one of these lizards here ever try to bite me or even threaten to bite me. No gapes, no anything. They're not particularly happy to be held. So I'm gonna hold his tail just to keep him secure. But as you can see, he's not trying to bite. He's not rattling. These guys will just try to run away. They can be socialized. You can socialize these animals personally, I have a 5 foot long, 3 foot deep, and 2 foot tall enclosure, and I give them tons of hides, tons of surface area, and I basically just let them live their lives. And that seems to work out for me very well. I just like watching them. I don't usually interact with them. Just for the sake of this video, I'm pulling out, you know, this is the nicer, I think, of the 2 males that I currently have. And these were sourced from Rare Earth Inc. Brandon Schifley over there at Rare Earth. Very, very cool animals. These are some of the prettiest of the dwarf monitors out there. We have some eggs actually in the incubator from these guys right now. So over here we have our sea serpents incubator. It's not the cleanest it's ever been, but yeah, we're using a Herpstat thermometer. This is our most recent clutch of eggs. You know, I put on a little bit of long fiber sphagnum moss just to, I know that sphagnum moss is antimicrobial, but we have what looks to be about 5 good eggs in here in total. So yeah, these were laid on July 18th. This belongs to our Kimberly rock monitors. And I have one more clutch right now. Yeah, shout out to Sim Container. Have 5 nice looking eggs. Again, these were these were laid on June 18th. So this was the first clutch. So June 18th and July 18th. So this clutch here I think should start hatching toward the end of October. We are incubating them a little bit on the lower side, about 85.5 degrees. Trying not to go too hot, not trying to rush anything. And yeah, it's what we have for production right now. I thought it might be fun to include a small little feeding session here. This is Shell, our female Vietnamese blue beauty rat snake. She's the only one of our snakes that'll eat in front of us and especially take food straight from the tongs. Everybody else just kind of stays hidden and put away. I will just, you know, drop feeders near their hides, usually in the evening time, and by morning those feeders will be gone and replaced by poop within a day or two after that. So anyway, I hope that you really enjoy watching Shell eat her food. I really enjoy it. I want to just show off a couple little bonus animals. I've been keeping tarantulas for a very, very long time. You know, altogether, I've been in the exotic animal hobby as a whole for, I would say, somewhere between 15 and 17 years. You know, it's hard to remember as you age exactly when things started to happen. This here is Lasiodora parahybana. It's a pretty common tarantula species. It's known as the salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. Yeah, she's not too happy that I opened up the enclosure, but I just wanted to show off her. I only have a couple tarantulas anymore. I used to have hundreds, and if you counted babies, I had thousands at one point, as well as various true spiders and scorpions, etc. Here I have Politocotyle elbow pilosum, known as the Honduran curly hair tarantula. It's a very, very bushy tarantula, another common species, nothing too special for serious collectors, but I've had these guys around for a long time, so you know, I love keeping some tarantulas around, and yeah, just a little piece of nostalgia as far as my history as a keeper.